as a lifestyle blog presented by TOLTM Conversations with Dr. Eve. You guys, I just wanted to come real quick and show you um, how to put in the onion barrier before you plant your starts. For those of you who are planting in beds, raised beds, in the ground, in the bag, one of the ways that I have success in my garden is by putting in onion barriers. Now, as I shared with you all earlier, I um I flipped 8 beds last night and now and fertilized them, and now I'm putting in my onion barrier. So this is what it looks like, the bed after I flip it. I flip the bed, then I fertilize the bed, use my fork to loosen up the soil and all the things. But then I come over here and do this. This is a very important step that you really should not miss. I already had onions ready to go. So what I'm doing, I dug a little trench right here. I dug a little trench and so that I could just lay the onions in there. I don't have to dig a hole for every single one of them because that is exhausting. And then I did the same thing on this side. And once you dig the trench and lay them in there, it's as easy as pie. You just take this soil and look, just like that. Bring that soil down, cover that onion, cover it real good. Bring it up a little bit, make sure it's nice and covered, right? Make sure you cover it really good. We're getting those onions in there so that we can protect our crops from, uh, pests as best we can. Now, what I'm going to do in this next row right here is I'm going to put in some marigold seeds. So I'm going to go ahead and dig that little trench because what I'm doing is try to secure my crops, right? Hey, Glenn, good to see you. I'm putting in an onion barrier in my bed that I just flipped. I took out some collards. I'm cooking them. We are having collards today. And this is how I flip my bed. I flip it, and all I do is take my pitchfork, loosen up my soil, put in a little 6 inches maybe of some new compost, and then some fertilizer. And now I'm putting in the onion barrier around the bed because I want to do whatever I can to throw off the smell of my crops, throw off the smell from the pesties, right? I probably should have put my marigolds on the outside, and I might still do that because that's the way I did it last year, was put my marigolds on the outside. So I've done that. That's one. I just did this one. Same thing. Put down your onion barrier. And I did one over here. So I flipped 8 beds, like I said, flipped it, and we are getting it ready for some new crops. Um, the garden is beautiful. We still have so much that's growing out here, even collards and bags, because the bags provides a way to continue growing. I flipped the pollinator bed too. I'm going to throw all kinds of wild seeds in there. That's just going to be for flowers. But I did take out whatever was in the beds out, except for these peas because they're in grow mode and this is their time to grow. So I'm going to plant some things in here, and I'm not sure what yet. But I think I'm gonna go on down this barrier, go ahead down here and do the same, put some onions in here, just bring it up. Just carve out a trench. Carve out a trench, lay them onions in there. The other side I have is a perennial. So I'm not sure I need to worry about it because I have that lavender over there. So I'm not gonna worry about that side. But we're gonna do the same right here because I'm probably may put some cucumbers in here. I'm not sure because these. Oh, Are you still there? I froze. Or either phone call was coming in. So yeah, so these peas are growing right now. These are sweet peas, and they'll keep growing. They're growing nicely, so I'm just gonna leave them be. That was the only thing I left in there, and so now I'm gonna do the same thing here. I usually do this with a shovel, but since I'm on live, I just thought I'd do it with this way so you can see. I'm just digging up the soil. It's really loose, not compact. That was the whole point of flipping the bed so that the soil would be nice and loose when it's time to plant something in there. And so, yeah, I am planting. Hey there. Planting onion barriers, planting some onions before I plant my vegetables so that they have less pest pressure. So, yeah, that's what we're doing out here. Glad you're here. Um, did some cleanup out here today. It's been a full weekend because gardening never stops. It is what we do to maintain, not just maintain, but to continue to build what we have so that we can have an abundance of food. I know there's one place I do need to do this to finish. There's an area, a bed I built over here that it's a higher bed, and I need to finish it off as well. Um, and that's this one, the one that I built, made this one um I made all of them, but I n- I'm talking about make, I mean I made it without bricks. I made a box. So I made a box. So this is a raised bed, and I made this one. Let me get this. Let me take these over here before I lose some parts. I don't want to lose these parts. These are my stakes. So, but everything looks pretty. Everything looks good. Still got lots of kale. We got some new vegetables, some bok choy, and some turnips growing in here. And we still have lots of green vegetables, and the fruit is really coming in nicely. But we're going to go ahead and finish this one because I didn't finish this. This is that Hugo Couture bed I was telling you about, um, that I made because I don't, um, I want to have beds that can take care of themselves, meaning moisture that the plants will reach for the moisture that's at the bottom of the bed. And that's what happens when you grow in beds that have layers, like a lasagna layer. And this one has a layer of different things growing in it at the bottom. So I haven't put anything in here yet because I know that wait a minute, that looks like, oh, an old vegetable. So wait a minute, did I plant something in there? No, I didn't. I'm probably gonna put some more mulch in here. I'm gonna make this a really high mountainous bed. That's something I don't need in there. So thinking about putting even some flowers. I don't know. I think this is a nice bed, but I'm just not sure what to put in it this first year because it has a lot of logs at the bottom, um, and sticks and things. And I'm not sure how much reaching things can do until stuff starts to break down in the bed. So I have one more batch of onions left. I have been really trying trying to get this work done. I have a bunch of vegetables that I took out of the beds and I'm putting them back now, starting to put them back. Here's one more batch of onions. I might put that onion juice inside I think that would be good. I might put it inside my spray bottle and spray my plants tonight because it's got so much onion root. I think I might put that water in there. Anyway, that's what we are doing over here. We're getting these beds ready to plant um, more food, but everything is looking good. So I just really came to document that part. As I am preparing and planting the beds, I will come and do smaller videos just to show y'all little methods that I'm using. I don't like really long videos. Um, but the short videos will be great for playlists. So give you the steps. So I'm creating onion barriers. That is specifically what this video is about. And let's go back so you can see what they look like. We're going to put some water on them. See the onion barriers. Onion barriers. Put some onion barriers in so that you can throw off the smell, pests, so the pests, you may have less pest pressure. We're going to water these in real good and fertilize them and keep you posted. This is the step number 2 after not tilling, but turning over the bed. I literally did a pitchfork method, took this pitchfork right here and loosened up my soil. And yeah, didn't loosen this side because I have this is a stevia bed, so it has roots in it already. So I'm just going to wait for it to come through. But this is what the onion barrier looks like. And it's really easy if you just use a shovel. Just use a shovel, put the onions in, come back, push the soil on, and it's just that simple. No, because that's a lot of onions, right? All right, so that's all I have for today. I mean, this afternoon. Welcome to another vlog with Dr. Eve, because living well is truly a lifestyle, you guys. Something we have to do every single day, plan different steps. It seems like it's hard, and it can be. It's a really hard thing, and we could do really hard things, right? Um, but the most important thing is to take a step at a time. Take a step at a time. And when I tell y'all things are happening in this garden, things are happening in this garden one step at a time. I'm looking at these blackberries shoot up like, I mean, can y'all look at this stem on this blackberry? Look at this. This is the original. Can y'all see that though? Look at that. Look at that shoot. That is a heck of a shoot, isn't it? That's a heck of a shoot. So blackberries, this is the orchard area. I mean, this is the pathway leading to the orchard, but I'm not going to get into that because I promised I would just make this video about creating onion barriers, and that's all we're doing here. Okay. Y'all go and have an amazing day, and whatever you do, don't let anybody get in the way on your journey to becoming who you're supposed to be in this season. Okay. And until next time, until next time, until next time, bye for now.